Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame. I am happy you're here and I am happy I'm back. I came back from a break after my house burned to the ground, so yeah, I'm back. Today I wanted to talk about Ativan. After my house burned to the ground, I had a situation where I did not sleep for 48 hours. And if you've watched other videos of mine, you know that with steroids, I experienced steroid-induced psychosis, and that started with not sleeping. So after my house burned down, I did not sleep for 48 hours after that, and I got pretty scared, so I called my doctor, and I was like, I just need something to help me sleep. So she went through the roster of possible medications, and the one that we both landed on was Ativan. She started me on 0.5 milligrams of Ativan. She only gave me 10 pills, and that was just to get me through the hump. She said, you know, call me back if you need more, but I think this will be enough to get you sleeping and get you through this like first few days of really bad anxiety. Since she knows my body is very sensitive to medication, she encouraged me to only take half a pill. So that first night I took half a pill and then it didn't work, which makes sense because it was only 0.25 milligrams. And so I ended up taking the other half of the pill. So I took a whole pill the first night and I slept pretty well. I probably slept for like 5 hours, and it was nice because it did allow me to calm down and have that sleep. And then I woke up into anxiety again, and so I didn't take it again until the following night. I took a whole pill again, and then the nights following that I was able to take a half a pill, and I was able to get off of it with only like a few pills left. With only 10 pills I had it stretch out for a couple weeks. Of course, Ativan is a benzo, which means it is a controlled substance. So I actually had to go in the store and show my ID in order to get it. I thought I could just go through the drive-thru like all the rest of my medications, but they want you to go in and show your ID, so I had to do that. Also, a lot of doctors now are pretty careful in prescribing Ativan to you. It is very effective for short-term use. However, the chance of you getting addicted is higher than other medications, especially with anxiety. So that's why she only gave me 10 pills with 0 refills. But honestly, that was more than I needed, so I was thankful for that. I didn't really experience any side effects from it. I'm not sure if that's because it was such a low dose or that I took it for such a short period of time. But really the most I experienced was grogginess, which is what I needed because I needed to sleep. So that was welcomed. And actually the next day after I took it, so I always took it at night so that I could just pass out. But the next day after I took it, I just had that really calm, zen feel where it was like no matter what happened, I knew it was all gonna work out. I felt really happy and positive. Actually, I have a funny story. I went into the leasing office a couple of days after just to get some paperwork and the fire report and all that. There were actually 7 buildings that burned in my apartment complex, so there was a lot of them. And so the leasing agent was obviously like distressed, you know, just like, here, you need to sign this, and you know, look at this, and you know, make sure this is okay, and you know, like all this stuff with the paperwork. And so I just looked at her. I was like, how you doing? She was like, oh, I'm okay. Like it's a lot, and you know, everybody who's coming in is just really anxious, and a lot of people are crying, a lot of people are angry, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I get that. And she goes, actually, out of all the people that have come in, you seem to be the most okay. So I just look at her, I'm like, bitch, that's the Ativan, like that. And so, yeah, we both laughed. But that is what it did to me. It really did make me like very calm, very blissed out. So I was very grateful to have that just to get over the hump of like severe anxiety, you know, like freaking out, like, oh my God, I'm homeless. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm homeless. But so I just wanted to add that to my roster of medications that I have tried. And yeah, very low dose, very temporary Ativan. I hope you guys have a terrific day. If you guys have taken this, or you've experienced side effects, or it has worked really well for you, or it hasn't, let me know in the comments, and then that will help other people too when they're looking for resources on this. I'll see you later.